Good morning, dear students. Today we'll see how to make a database connectivity with JSP, that is Java Server Pages. For this practical, you require the different things in your machine, like you require Eclipse Mars version, Tomcat 7.0 version, MySQL and Java connector. So these three things are required in your machine, as well as MySQL has to be installed. So very first we will create one table in database, and just by using JSP we will insert in the MySQL table, and we are going to show the contents of MySQL table using JSP on web page. So first step is to create MySQL table. So click on MySQL command line prompt, enter the password root, then create a database. So I have created a database as DB1. Okay, DB1 is already exist. So I will use a database name as DB_1. Then use DB_1. After that, create a table. So here create table student, roll number, integer, comma, name, varchar, and its size. After that, I will insert one or two row in this. Insert into stud values 1 comma name. Again, second row we will insert. Then select start from stud. Okay. So here step 1 we have completed. That is, we have created a database, a table, and we have inserted a data. Now we'll write down the code of JSP to show this data on web page. So now I am clicking on a Eclipse. So I have installed the Eclipse Mars version here. So it will take a little bit time to start the Eclipse first time. So here we should first prerequisite it. We should know how to code a database connectivity in JSP. For that, we should have a knowledge of like JDBC and all that. So here Eclipse has been started. So I will just close all the programs. If you are using Eclipse first time, it will show you the welcome screen that you have to close. This is called as a project explorer window, and this is called as a perspective. You should see that the perspective should be Java EE. Then here you have to click on a servers, and you have to add a server here. If you don't know how to add a server, so very simple. I'm just removing this. So very first you will see that this server tab is blank. Just right click on this in this area, click on new and server. And here click on Apache, and whatever the version you have in your machine. I have Tomcat 7.0. So I've just selected, then click on next and click on then finish. Now, very first step is click on file, then click on new and click on dynamic web project. Give the project name. Suppose I am giving the name as JSP underscore connectivity. Click on next, and click on finish. So you will see that that project name has been added in this Project Explorer window. Now, when I double click this, you will see this is the structure of your dynamic web project, where we have to we require this web content folder. So right click on your project name, then click on new, and here click on your JSP file. Give a name. Suppose I have given the name as con.jsp. Any name you can give with the extension .jsp. Now here first we will just run a small code to check our JSP is running properly or not. So I will start with a scriptlet tag and write down like out.println and hello world and semicolon. Save this. Okay, now to run this, right click here, click on run as, run on server. And before that, just click on Windows, and here in a Windows browser, click on here internal web browser. So here tick mark should be on internal web browser. Now right click here, run as, run on server, click on next and then finish. And just check out that hello world message is showing it or not. Okay, sometimes such kind of error may occur for a Tomcat, like this port has been already used. If this type of error is coming, then double click on this Tomcat server name. And here you will find out that port, just change the port numbers. Okay. If the error comes, if no error come, no need to do this step. Okay. After that, Control S. As you can see here, a star mark here means this data has not been saved. So Control S, now data has been saved. Just close this. Again, right click here, click on run as, run on server, click on next and then click on finish. Yes, our message has been printed. So we can say that our code has been run. Okay, so I'm not closing this. I'm just making a changes in this code, and we'll just click here refresh button to see the changes. Now to do the database connectivity, we have to import the two files. So here, after the first line, okay, just start with the directive tag, that is @ page space import equal to java.sql.star, and one more time %@ page space import equal to javax.sql.star, double quote complete. Okay, just save this. After that, in a body tag where we have written out.println, I'm just removing that, and inside this tag we will write down our code. So code is like C capital class dot for name in bracket in double quote com dot MySQL dot JDBC dot D capital driver semicolon. After that, S capital statement ST equal to sorry, before that we have to make a connection. Okay, so connection equal to driver manager dot get connection. In bracket you have to write down JDBC colon MySQL colon double slash local host colon. Here you have to write down the port number of your MySQL. So if you don't know the port number of your MySQL, just go again on your MySQL prompt and write down a query like so write down the code like show variables where variable underscore name equal to port. This is going to give you the port number of your MySQL. By default, the port number is 3306, but sometimes the port number can be different. So just check out this so you know that the port number is 3307. So here we have to write down the port number like 3307. In your case, it might be 3306. Then slash the name of database. So here we have created a database name as db_1. So give the name as db_1 double quote complete. So in first case we are giving the database name comma. Now again in a second double quote we are using a username. By default for MySQL the username is root and the password. If you don't have a password, just give a double quote without anything and just give a semicolon. But in my case for MySQL, the password is again root, so I am using this line. And after that, the next code is statement. So create a statement object as statement st equal to connection dot con dot, and the first method after dot first method just to have double click, that is create statement, then semicolon. After that, result set rs equal to st dot execute query in double quote select star from. Now we know that our table name that we have created is a stud table. So from stud and then semicolon. Then after that, you have to write down while rs dot rs dot next. So we have to print the row by row and column by column. So we will write down here out dot print ln in bracket rs means is your result set. So result set is storing the information of select star from stud. So we know in stud it is going having like for every row there are two values. One is indicating a roll number and second is name. And we know for roll number we have used a data type as integer and for name data type as a varchar. So here for the same purpose we will use rs dot first column का जो data type है वो है integer, so we will use a get int and first column. Okay, so we are telling that for first column we have to read the data whose value is going to be integer, and again out dot println in bracket rs dot get second data type is string, means varchar, so we have to use a get string, and second column number, so semicolon. So now I'll run this code. Okay, so I have right click here, run as run on server, next, and then finish. Hmm. Okay, it is showing some error. We'll just check out what is an error is in this code. So class, okay, first line is correct, second line is correct, third line is also correct. Result set rst dot execute query. Select star from this. Why it is showing the error as semicolon? But if we give the semicolon, it will going to give the error. Okay, we'll just check out. Yes, so we have given a semicolon. So we have just forgot the semicolon on second line that we have given. So now we'll run this code, right click here, then click on run as run on server, click on next and then finish. So it is showing the data of table, roll number 1 and name 2 and Amit likewise. So if you want every data to be printed on a next line, so just use here like out dot println and in bracket just give a tag as br. Sorry, in the after first row just give this line and click on run as run on server. We will see this data again. If you want some space between these two, so you can add the data in a table tag itself also. It will going to show you the data very properly. Here you can use like out.println and you can print a message like student information and just again refresh this. Yeah, double quote डबल आ गया था हमारा, सेव किया या फिर जाके रिफ्रेश किया and here itself again we have to use a br tag inside for next line. So likewise you can see that your data which is available in a MySQL, it is showing here itself. Sometimes it may give error like of a connector error. So for the same purpose, you have to add a connector just by clicking right click here, click on build path and configure build path, and inner libraries. You can just have to click on add external jar and whatever the connector you are having. So just click on the connector wherever you have installed. Click here and click on open and apply. If a error comes and it is not showing a data properly, so that time you have to add this connector. Still, if some error is coming off like it is not showing the data, again what you have to do is just copy that connector and paste in your Tomcat lib and bin फोल्डर. टॉमकैट जो आप इंस्टॉल किया है आपने टॉमकैट की लीब और बिन फोल्डर में जाके आपका कनेक्टर जो है उसको पेस्ट करो. Okay, after that while you are just stopping the screen, just see that your Tomcat server should be stopped. So right click on here and click on a stop. So now your server has been stopped. Then close this and then just close your Eclipse. I hope you understood the practical. Thank you so much.